Hi Angels, it's Lookin Bratz, aka Dom. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then welcome. On this channel, I like to talk about Bratz dolls and fashion dolls. You're gonna be seeing a lot more Bratz content coming up because there's a lot of Bratz stuff happening and it doesn't fully feel that way, but it's happening and it's really nice to see. I've been blessed with some Bratz dolls here that we're gonna be showing off in the video and we're gonna be unboxing and reviewing. I am going to post a detailed written review on lookinbratz.com. If you don't know what lookinbratz.com is, then what the hell is wrong with you? Just kidding. So lookinbratz.com is the ultimate Bratz resource. You can find a database with an archive of over 11,000 products and counting. There are some updates happening on the database soon. There's also a guides section where you can find reading guides, a hair guide, a buying guide, a Bratz history guide. There's also a way to watch movies and shows and listen to Bratz music. It's quite literally a Bratz haven, and I feel like just saying that it has all that stuff doesn't even scratch the surface of what you're gonna find on lookinbratz.com. That is my baby. I worked so hard to bring it to life, and it had an update a few months ago, and I got a lot of really amazing people involved who are all tagged and credited on the website to all the people who, or the one person who wanted to say that I wasn't paying my artists, because I most definitely am paying my artists and they are receiving credit. So if you want to be negative and make up your own narrative, then go do that on your own time, please. Anyways, we're gonna be doing an unboxing of the Goin Out collection. So if you did not know, then I'm gonna tell you. Goin Out is the latest Bratz Playline collection, and it is following in the footsteps of last year's Always Bratz and Slumber Party collections. Always Bratz was released at the start of 2024 or the end of 2023. It was starting to trickle out. And it was the first all-new Playline collection for Bratz. Everything prior had been reproductions or collector dolls at higher price points. Always Bratz was a $25 doll that came with the core 4, and there was one character, and there were accessories, and that was it. And I also have a review on Always Bratz on this channel and on the website, so definitely check those out if you want to see a little bit more of those. They're also in the background of this video. I am filming a Slumber Party review. Unfortunately, I did not have the time or the patience to film a Slumber Party review last year, and I was busy, and then I had a little bit of a meltdown. If you know, you know. But I am going to film a Slumber Party review. Slumber Party was different. Slumber Party was a reproduction line. It was considered Playline, but it was a deluxe Playline, and it was a loose reproduction of the original Slumber Party collection from 2003. That was at a $30 price point, so Bratz was kind of on the higher side last year with price points for the main line, but this collection is again all new designs and we're gonna be looking at them. I'm excited to open these finally. I finished filming them in the box. I did my pictures of them for the website, and now I'm finally ready to get them open out of their boxes. I have my bags ready to throw out any waste. I'm excited, but I do want to say a few things before we get into the video. So these products were graciously sent to me by the Bratz team at MGA Entertainment, and contrary to some popular belief, I do not work for MGA Entertainment. I do not work on the Bratz brand. I do have a connection to the Bratz brand and to that team. I am friends with some of the people on that team, but I do not work for them. They recognize my work and I do appreciate that. So thank you to MGA for sending these. They do not pay me to review these. They do not pay me to post about these on my website. I don't get any of that from them. I sometimes will get freelance work from them, but it has been a while since I have gotten freelance work from MGA. I would not be mad if MGA wanted to give me more freelance work. I'm always open to it because it's tough out here running what I run and doing what I do, but I'm keeping my head above water as much as I can. So I don't get paid to do this. I don't get paid to do the reviews on the website. I'm literally just I receive free doll. So thank you to MGA for giving me free doll. That's that. No other further comments. But they did send me Going Out. They sent me these, Slumber Party. They sent me all the new babies. So we're gonna be doing videos on that in a different review. And they did send me some extra sets of the first wave of babies and the first wave always. So I might just do a giveaway with those because I don't need all the extras. I might keep one of some just to like have them in the box, but enough of that. We are going to open Going Out. So taking a quick look at Going Out, this is the doll that you're getting. These retail for $19.99 US dollars. They seem to be having a pretty wide release. Now I will say, I haven't kept up with all the retailers that are carrying them. I know in the United States, these are going to be at Target and Walmart. They have already been popping up if they are not fully popped up by the time this video is posted. They will probably be on shelves for a year at a minimum, just like most doll releases are. So if you want to get them, I recommend getting them within this year. These seem to be more popular than always at the moment, so I would definitely recommend getting them sooner rather than later. I know there's more Bratz stuff on the docket. If you do want to learn more about Bratz news, check out the Bratz 2025 mega post at lookinbratz.com for that information. So yeah, I know in the UK they are popping up at Smith's, and I think in Australia they're popping up at Target. So again, it's really dependent on like your retailer is carrying them or not. They are available on Amazon. They go in and out of stock sometimes. I say just be patient. Don't pay reseller prices. They are $20 dolls, and I wouldn't pay more than that if you don't need to, unless it's like import prices and all that. And I do have a buying guide on lookinbratz.com. So it's the buying Bratz guide on lookinbratz.com, and it has a list of countries and all the retailers that are carrying Bratz dolls as recommended from Bratz fans around the world. So there's a resource there for that. So yes, $20, and for $20, you're getting this doll. You're getting it with an outfit, of course, a pair of shoes, a jacket, a pair of glasses, and you're getting a plastic purse as well as the plastic brush. Now, before anyone says anything, the brush in here is the oval padded brush, and this is the original brush that came with the original Bratz in 2001. The star brush I don't think was released until possibly the next year or the year after. I don't know. And I will say, packaging wise, when I first saw the leaks, there were leaks happening, early leaks last year. And I was so unsure about how I felt about this line because it looked very different. The packaging looked a little bit different, but now I really have an appreciation for it. And when I first saw them, I was like, the packaging looks really big for what you're getting. But now that I see it in person, I feel like the sizing is just right. It feels like smaller and more compact in person, which I honestly like, because why would you need a bigger box? Not getting a ton in the box, so why would you need a huge box? So I like it. It's different from a lot of previous Bratz packaging. I feel like a lot of us might be used to the trapezoid shaped packaging, and I feel like this is quite literally like a twist on it because it has some sort of shaping to it and it has like the curve in here, and then this side is more flat. Yeah. When you see them on shelves, they'll be like this. I think it's cute, and the front of the box resembles a magazine cover, which I think is really cute, especially because Bratz always had that magazine storyline going on when, you know, the TV series and the movies. So I think it's a cute little nod to that. Something I will say, always Bratz, I was a little bit mixed on the packaging. I felt like all the holographic elements were a little bit too much for this. They did keep the holographic elements to a minimum, which I personally prefer. So the back is like the gradient orange for Yasmin, and then for each girl it's different. So Chloe has like a gradient pink purple, Sasha has a gradient blue, and then Jade has a gradient red and pink, which I think matches up nicely for each of the dolls and their designs. And then on the top, it's a holographic logo printed directly on the box that says Goin Out. There's artwork on the side, which I did miss. Honestly, I missed seeing that artwork right there. And then the Bratz logo is on the bottom. So it's interesting how they sort of switch this up. And then on the bottom of each package, there is the girl's name in that holographic lettering. And then there are different slogans on each one. So Yasmin says, "It takes time to look this good," which, yes, that is a Bratz motto. And then on this other side next to Bratz, it says "Passion for fashion," but you already knew that. I think that is really, really cute. And then Chloe's says, "Self-express in the way you dress," which is from one of the Bratz commercials. Sasha says, "If you got it, flaunt it." And then Jade says, "Don't theorize, accessorize." I always have to say it like I'm a Valley girl. And then on the backs of the boxes, we do have some alternative artwork, and I'm a little bit mixed on the back of the package. I feel like it could have been like more creative. I like the use of the logos, like the vine and everything. This is reminding me so much of the 10th anniversary 10-10-10 packaging and the way that they did like the half of the faces, except back then it was like on the front of the box. I don't necessarily dislike it, but I do wish we had seen more of like the full artwork so that we could see the full body of what this looks like. And like this one's really cute. You can see it on the front of the box, so it's not that big of a deal. The stars and like the fonts they used look just a little elementary to me. And I don't know if Bratz is moving in the direction of an adult-based brand or a kids-based brand or a little bit of both. I'm leaning towards a little bit of both. So I don't know. I just feel like there could have been slightly different fonts used. The stars are cute. I don't know. There's something about them that just feels a little, like there's a little bit left to be desired. But on the back of Yasmin's box, it says her nickname, which is Pretty Princess, of course. And then it says, "Style tip, thrifting is a great way to find unique pieces and experiment. Fave going out activity, froyo breaks with all the toppings." And then it says "Going out tonight," and then she checks off yes. Spoiler alert, they are all going out tonight. Although this feels more like going out in the daytime. So there's a commercial for Going Out that just came out a few days ago. And it was so exciting because it's our second new Bratz commercial of this current era of Bratz that we're in. And I thought it was really cute. And it shows them going out to like the cafe and going out and just sort of vibing. Ooh. I feel like I've talked a lot about the packaging, but that's the general gist of it. Unfortunately, there are no posters, there's no trading card, there's no stand, so don't buy this expecting any of that, but the box all around is plastic, so this back piece is most likely savable if you're able to open the package carefully. So if you do want to save some of this artwork, you can. Some criticism I have about this is that I miss when all four of the girls are together in artwork. And I just wish there was like a little bit of, you know, each girl represented on the back, or like a collect them all kind of thing. That's my one gripe. And that was my one gripe about the Always Bratz collection, is that it was kind of in that area. My ears hurt. I'm gonna start with Yasmin. I do like to go in the biblical order of Yasmin, Chloe, Sasha, and Jade. So we're gonna do that. Yasmin was one I wasn't feeling at first, but then when her final doll came out, I was like, wait, she's really gorgeous, and I wasn't expecting that. And we'll see more as we unbox her, but her face up is seriously just stunning. A criticism I have about Yasmin specifically is her artwork. I feel like her skin tone really just doesn't match her, like it's not match her doll, and I feel like we're at a point where we should be past this. She looks a little too pale. She needs to be like maybe 3 to 4 shades darker, maybe even a little bit more, just to match what her doll looks like. So that's my one criticism about Yasmin's packaging specifically, and not like the broader scheme of the packaging. Otherwise, the artwork is cute. I have said before that I wish the eyes were done just a little differently, but that's kind of it. The artwork is cute though. But I wish, again, I think we should have seen the full-length artwork on the back of the boxes, because it leaves a little bit to be desired. All right, so opening up Yasmin. This is my first unboxing experience with Going Out, and it's not difficult to open. So she kind of comes out of the plastic piece, and then this. I tempted to save it, but I also don't know if I need to save it. Maybe I'll just save the backs of the boxes. As cute as this outer case is, I don't want to hold on to waste, so going in the bag. First thing I have out are Yasmin's sunglasses, and they're cute. I do like this. I believe this is a new sculpt. I think these are actually really cute. I haven't seen a lot of people posting the sunglasses, but maybe they look different on her head. I don't know. She comes with a pinkish purple brush. I have a Build-A-Bear Band-Aid on, and it might come off at any point. All right, I've cut off the back piece of the packaging, so I'll save this part. Okay, there are a few things I have to say, both negative and positive, which I feel like is the case with like every Bratz release the past 4 years. It's just, there's always like something that could be improved. I did not fully understand what people were talking about when they said that these dolls had painted bodies. I felt like that sounded so weird, and I had to see it in person to like actually understand what they meant by a painted body. So it seems like MGA painted the bodies to match the skin tones, but even then, the skin tones look just slightly off. And Yasmin has had an almost consistent issue the past 4 years where either her head or her body or both, depending on the day and time, she will have like a weird orange undertone, and that seems to be the case not necessarily with the head, but with her body. It's not too bad with the shoe match. Like the skin tone on the shoes doesn't look bad. I think it's also painted. Like it's not the plastic that's this color, it's the paint color. It's definitely a little bit more evident in person, but I have to say, aside from that one qualm, this is a really gorgeous doll. Like seriously stunning, and I appreciated Always Bratz for what it was, but I feel like this is already, just seeing Yasmin and holding her in person, a huge step up compared to Always Bratz, and cheaper. And happy to confirm, although it's already been confirmed for a while, that these have the original 2001 head sculpt. It is not the UV head sculpt, so that is a huge, huge positive. And I think you can tell, like, you can tilt the doll's head up and down, which always had the issue where you could only do this, but now you can like actually pose the doll's head, which is nice. The screening. This is a top tier Bratz screening. She's giving me like Flashback Fever vibes. The clothing, okay, the jacket is a nicely constructed piece. I like this jacket, but we're gonna take it off so that we can see her outfit underneath. I wasn't fully into this outfit when I first saw it, but I really, really warmed up to it. I felt like the jacket had been a little bit much for the overall outfit, but now I like the jacket a lot more, and I think seeing it in the stock pictures and in the artwork, I believe, seeing it in this context, I understand the jacket more. It's still a little bit, you know, off, but not too bad. It still feels a little random, but I see the vision. Like, it does go well together. She has a faux pearl necklace. She has this fun frilly top, and then a corseted top, which is a removable piece, and it is separate. And some people have pointed this out, but in case anyone did not know, there is this graphic on the corseted top, and it is a recreation of an old Bratz Next Top model picture from the Flickr user Okumi. So if you clocked it, you clocked it. If not, we're clocking it together right now. And I just find that to be hilarious, because why? Oh wait, this isn't two, I thought this was two pieces. This is actually a dress. It's a fun dress though, it's fun. It's very cutesy, I like it. Not much else to say. I like the construction of it. honestly a lot better in person than I had originally perceived from the photos. But like seeing this in person, like this feels like such an authentic Bratz doll. And that's all I want from Bratz, is for them to like make dolls that feel authentically Bratz. The glasses though, they're okay. They're not bad. They're fun. They're fun. I feel like when I style her, I'll probably put them on her head rather than on her face, but otherwise it's cute. These don't have pierced ears though, in case anyone was wondering. I'm indifferent about the piercings. I feel like a nice stud would have been cute, but I don't know what the budget looks like. But I will say for the $20, you are getting a pretty nice quality doll, especially compared to other items on the market. For this price, you're getting a well-made doll, you're getting some accessories. She does come with this handbag, which is plastic. I know this is causing a little bit of controversy because it's not a fabric bag. I think for the $20 price point, expecting a fabric bag may not be realistic, but the bag design itself is cute and it does open and close. It's like a little egg-shaped bag. It's cute. And it has a pleather handle. So it's like half fabric, if you really think about it. But yeah, Yasmin's cute. I really appreciate her. I think she's a really nice, well-made doll. And I loved Always Yasmin, I will say, but this is just a step or two above Always Yasmin. Especially facially, I felt like Always had very, very thick eyeliner, and I might do picture comparisons at some point. Honestly, like, I'm ready to retire out my Always dolls. Like, I don't know, like, I think I might just store them away, or I might put them in the back of a shelf so I can appreciate some of the new stuff coming out more. But I do think she's a huge step up. Not a huge step up, maybe like a step or two above Always Yasmin, because I really did love Always Yasmin. She was like, she might have been one of my top dolls last year. So we have Yasmin, and now we are going to open Miss Chloe. Now Chloe, I don't have a ton of notes about the packaging because we already went into a lot of it, but this artwork, I adore it so much. It feels like something they pulled straight out of 2003, and if I'm not wrong, I feel like it's a redone version of an artwork that was from 2003. I absolutely love it, and I love how they did the eye shape on this Chloe artwork specifically. Like, I feel like it feels very, very Bratz. Not saying that none of the artwork feels Bratz, like it all feels Bratz, but I love that specific style of artwork. I think it does look really good. Here is the back of the box, and of course, her nickname is Angel, if you didn't know that and you're a Bratz fan. I think it's time to study up. There are character profiles at lookinbratz.com. What are you doing? Chloe's style tip is be authentically you, self-express in the way you dress. Fave going out activity is taking pics of our stylin' fits. Really cute. I'm removing this bandage, and if you see my gross open wound, then I apologize. I will say, I don't know where to start when opening these boxes. I'm like looking for the pieces of tape on the sides, and then once I get those off, I can just kind of rip the rest out. First accessory I have out are Chloe's sunglasses, and I really, really do love these. It was one of those things at first where I was like, I don't know, but then I saw the stock photos and I saw the vision. I love how on the arms they have a bee for Bratz. I think that is such a fun vibe, and the plastic itself has glitter reflex in it, which I don't know if you can fully tell on camera, but it does look really cool. I recently found these sunglasses off Amazon. It was like under like Y2K sunglasses, and I feel like they are a very, very similar vibe. These ones have stars on the handles, so I like it. I like it too. Unsurprisingly, she comes with a pink hairbrush. Here is Chloe's handbag. It is a saddlebag with a cow print on it. And does it open? Okay, it does open. It has like a little peg hole and you can open it, maybe store a couple things in there. She doesn't really come with accessories, but if you have like one of the phones or something from one of the previous releases or some accessories, these would be cute. I think the bag is actually really, really cute and I don't mind that it's plastic. Of course, I love a fabric bag, like would always love a fabric bag, but if it's what is saving money, if it's the money saving factor, I can do with a plastic bag as long as it's cute and if it's maybe semi-functional. All right, I just ripped Chloe out because I knew I was gonna ruin her hair regardless, but here is Chloe out of the box. She is getting her hair redone because, first of all, when I first saw her hairstyle, I did not know how to feel about it. Like, it's a little oddly done, and now that I'm feeling it, so there's been this rumor or some information that's come out that MGA has been switching over to a new hair type that is like nylon but isn't exactly nylon, and it's called K-hair or kiwi nylon, and it's like an alternate version perhaps of the premium nylon that they've been pretty consistently using, and I can feel just a little bit of difference in the texture of her hair, so it's a possibility they've been using it on Bratz, but I don't want to say that 100% because I'm not very certain and I'm not really clued into a lot of these things. It's usually like, is the hair good or not? I don't know. I don't really care to engage in discourse about the hair type. For me, it's like, as long as it's not polypropylene hair, I am 100% fine. As long as the hair isn't a bad hair fiber, I'm cool with it. The hair fiber isn't bad. And of course, because I ripped her out of the box, her hair is a little bit fudged up. But I'll fix that in due time. She just looks kind of wild right now. Her prototype had her pigtails here. I think the pigtails are cute. The bang is banging. I would recommend, if you want to keep her in this look, don't get the bangs wet and don't put any soap in them, don't put any water in them, because they will most likely fry up and go like haywire over here. I would recommend just sticking to just focusing on the pigtail ends. Even then, it doesn't feel like they put a ton of product in Chloe's hair. Yasmin's hair, on the other hand, does need work. Like, there's a little bit too much product on the ends. It's almost like Rainbow High, like not as crunchy as Rainbow High, but it definitely needs like a soap situation. If you do want to learn how to fix your doll's hair, go to lookinbratz.com. There is a hair care guide. It'll have all your answers. I would do a video, but honestly, I just don't have the time or the patience to do a hair care video at the moment for this one specific collection. So I do have hair care videos out there if you are looking for that. I also have the guide on lookinbratz.com, which should hopefully help out. But here's Chloe. Hair is one thing. I wish she had the hair bows from her prototype so that it looked, I don't know, I feel like the bows would have correlated really well with this look, especially with like this faux lace up and this sort of like bow situation on her shoes. The shoes are really cute though. The shoes are kind of giving me a princess heel vibe, which I love. I never talked about Yasmin's shoes, but Yasmin also has a new sculpt which looks really cool, and it has like the faux pearls on it. But back to Chloe. She has this cardigan and it's interesting. I don't mind it. I like the fabric they use. It's like, I have fleece jackets like this that feel really nice, and it feels nice for Chloe, but underneath her hair looks so wild. Wow. She has this fun little picnic table-esque top. I don't know what the style of top this is called, but it's all one piece and there is a little flower on it. And then her pants are this pleather fabric. It reminds me a lot of the Live in Concert collection. And sewn in on the sides is this sort of crisscross applesauce. It's a lace-up moment, but it's not really laced up. It's all threaded in. Like, it's sewn in, and then at the top there are bows added to sort of complete the look on each side. And then at the bottom of the pants is just like a fabric moment kind of flaring out. It's really cute. You know what? I feel like there's been a lot of judgment about this doll, but I do see the vision. Facially, she isn't exactly my favorite, but I still feel like she looks pretty authentically Bratz. Her screening reminds me a lot of the Slumber Party dolls and of the Sweetheart Megan screening. So I think it's cute. Not a direct recreation, but definitely a loose inspiration from those screenings, I would say. Her lips are pretty huge though, which I don't mind personally, but I know some people had issues with her upper lip kind of touching her nose a little bit, but she's a Bratz doll, so I don't really know what a lot of people expect. And I feel like, I just feel like there is a lot of criticism to be had about Bratz, but I feel like a lot of the criticism isn't what should be criticized, so that's just my 2 cents on that. I feel like some people criticize the more trivial things, and there are bigger things that the brand could be focused on aside from things like that. The screening's really nice though, I will say. I have no issue with it. I feel so bad. I'm like showing y'all this doll and she has like the most wretched hair because of the way I unboxed her. But just imagine, yeah. She's a cute doll though. And I will say she ranks lower for me, but she's not a bad doll. She's really not a bad doll. She's cute. I appreciate her. And I think what some people fail to realize is that not every doll has to appeal to you. Like, each doll has a different style, and that is okay, because that's kind of what Bratz is built on as a brand, is that each girl's gonna have their different style, they're gonna have a different outfit. And it's okay if like 1 or 2 or maybe all the dolls don't appeal to you per se. They are going to appeal to somebody. And this is the case with just about any line of dolls, is that they are going to give variety and they're going to give people choices to choose from. Like, you have options here. You have 4 different characters in this collection, plus you have different collections with these characters either already out or coming out in the future. You also have the cheaper dolls like the mini Bratz, and you have Bratz babies where you can get different offerings. So nobody's like forced to purchase all the dolls. Nobody's forced to like all the dolls. Like, it really is a matter of your personal taste and what you prefer. If you don't like one of the dolls, that is completely okay. If you want to be loud about it, you can be loud about it, but at the end of the day, nobody is forcing your hand to purchase anything. So that's my 2 cents on it. I feel like Bratz in particular get the most criticism out of any doll brand on shelves, which I think is really ironic, because I think Bratz is the only brand that has really stayed true to itself through and through. I mean, it has had its moments like 2015 where it's completely done it's completely turned itself around and been something different. But at the moment, Bratz represents what it used to represent, but I think we're seeing it in a different light now, because we aren't getting as much as we used to back in the day, but the market has changed so significantly. For me, I would love to see shelves full of Bratz and like people going crazy for them. But I do think that is gonna be a slow build, and I'm looking forward to seeing if and when that happens. But now we're gonna open up Sasha, and let me look at the back of her box first. Her artwork is stunning. I will say though, I feel like It's just a little bit too light in the skin tone. I feel like they just have to darken it a few more shades. The back of the box does look a little bit more close to her doll's skin tone, but even then, I think it could use some editing. But of course, Sasha's nickname is Bunny Boo. Her style tip is confidence is key. If you got it, flaunt it. Fave going out activity is tearing up the dance floor. So cute. The artwork style, though, is really fun, I will say. I love when they're like putting on shoes and like getting ready or checking out their outfits. Like, that is so quintessential Bratz. So kudos to the artist who did this. I do think it looks really good. All right, first up from Sasha, we have her sunglasses. They are in like this yellow gold tone. I believe these are also a new sculpt, so it doesn't say anything on the arm, so that is that. Now, this is where I'm like, I think it should have been a fabric bag. Is this bag, and I don't quite know how to describe this bag. I think if it had been fabric, this would have been like a fabric, and then this would have been a faux fur trim. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a leopard print, and like I think the handle would have been like a fabric. This is where the plastic bags look a little bit weird, and where maybe the sculpting could have been different. I don't know if it would have helped at all, but this is an interesting bag. I don't think it's the best, but yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I know it's based off a designer bag. I don't know exactly what bag, but I feel like I saw the bag, like a picture of it, and it looked significantly different from the sculpted version. She comes with an orange Bratz brush. We have Sasha out of the box. She is the doll that I have been looking the most forward to out of all the new releases. It was Going Out Sasha, and I'm so excited just to be holding her in person. The one thing I will say, and I think this is the criticism, this is a criticism for all of the Bratz in this collection, is that the box hair is just not ideal, so I'm gonna have to do some fixing up here. The front, though, the front looks gorgeous. Like, the front looks gorgeous. The hairstyle looks like it's all in place, but then you see the back and it's like I wish the curls were just a little bit more precise, but hopefully some fixing up will do her some good. Now, the doll itself, this is a whole other thing. Like, gorgeous. Just, I don't even know what else to say. This face up might be one of my favorite Bratz face ups in a long time. Honestly, could be like top 10, possibly even top 5. I love the makeup palette that they used for Sasha. It is so much more flattering than her Always palette. Always Bratz Sasha was like really like not my favorite doll personally. Wasn't a bad doll per se, but compared to what they're doing for Going Out, a very different doll. And I mentioned this last year, I really love when they do the orange and blue color scheme on Sasha. I don't want them to overdo it, of course, but I do think it's fun when they do a little callback to her original doll. As Always Bratz Sasha, I felt her colors were very garish, and I didn't like it, and I did not like the pink that they used on that doll. But this Sasha is just unbelievably stunning. I love the fabrics they use. I love this jacket, first of all, and I love that they have like these like faux printed on patches, and it says Bratz and it says passion for fashion. One says Bratz racing. It's like a race car jacket, which I feel like is pretty popular at the moment, or was popular at some point. And then on the back it says Bratz strut it. a really, really nice jacket. And then underneath, she has this leopard print top. And I feel like Sasha always looks so good in leopard print. And she has these denim bottoms with those flares on them. And then these boots, which are plastic, but they do have a texture to them. And there's a texture for this faux threading here. This is all sculpted. It's not real fabric, but it's meant to mimic the fabric in a way, and it looks visually like fabric. This, I feel like, is an amazing alternative to doing fabric boots, because a fabric boot is gonna cost money and it's gonna raise the price of a doll. But this looks like fabric and it has like a nice texture to it, but it isn't fabric, it's all plastic. And the way that they do the colors on it makes it look very, very realistic. This is the route I think Bratz should take if they're not able to do a fabric boot or a fabric shoe. I feel like this is just an amazing alternative, and I'm looking forward to seeing if they can do more with like this kind of technique. I don't know what the technique would be. I don't know what it's called, but it's very, very effective in what it has to do at the moment. And overall, like, the doll just looks stunning. I think this is the most solid Going Out doll, in my opinion. From the face to the hair to the outfit. The only thing I would criticize is the purse, but otherwise, like, a really, really well-constructed doll, and she's really, really stunning. And that face. Just another look at that face, because it's so stunning. Now, last but not least, we are going to unbox Going Out Jade. Here she is, the front of the box. I feel like we didn't really get a look at Jade before, so here's Jade. I don't know if I've shown any of the boxes. I don't remember, like, exactly what I've filmed in the past hour. But here she is. The artwork is really cute. I will say I do like the artwork. The hair, though, the hair and the lips do look very different from the final doll. The lips almost look like a purpley shade in person on the artwork. I like this artwork in the corner, though, because it reminds me of that Kylie Jenner artwork where she had the phone in her hand, which I thought was really cute. So we're gonna unbox her. On the back of the box, her nickname, of course, is Cool Cat with a K. Style tip, don't theorize, accessorize, and her fave Going Out activity is retail therapy is a must. I agree, Jade. I wish I had more money. I wish I was a Bratz character with an endless supply of cash. Because that is the ideal life, is to be a Bratz. But we're gonna open her up. Okay, my Jade was so interesting. So I guess MGA sent me one without the tape on the side of the box. Bam. That was easy. Here are Jade's sunglasses. They have a red tint on the lens, and then the arms have a double B. I don't know if you can make it out. If I reflect it, and if you look closely, you can see there's two Bs that kind of mirror each other, and it's on both arms. The glasses are cute. I do like the glasses. Honestly, all the sunglasses I think have been generally nice, and I've had no notes really about them. Here is Jade's purse, which has a little plastic tie on it, but it's cute. It's yellow. I think the yellow works for her, though. I like Jade in like yellows and reds. I remember when I got the Hayden Williams Jade and I had redressed her in the Study Abroad Jade skirt, and I thought it looked really good on her, and it was a very similar shade of yellow. But then there's like this gold accent, and it's a B, and I believe this is based off a Diesel purse. Diesel, the designer brand, and this is usually a D for Diesel, but it's a B for Bratz. And I don't know what print this is. I want to say it's like a tiger print, but let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. And it does open and close with that little peg piece. Similar to Chloe's, but the peg looks a little different. It's shaped differently. But yeah, you can store a few things in here. And here is her brush, which is red. Something interesting is that my Jade has this back plastic piece, Whereas I don't think any of the other girls had that. Also, she slipped out of the packaging very easily. She has like thread in the back, whereas all the other girls had plastic ties. This is, oh no, this is a plastic. Almost thread-like, but not like the typical plastic. I don't know. She kind of just slid on out. And it's fine because she doesn't even have like an intricate hairstyle, though it is interesting. Like, I don't know how to describe this, but it's like kind of twirled back here, and then it's like straight all down, and then she has these sort of like wispy bangs. I'm definitely leaving most of the hair alone. I'll probably just wash out the ends and straighten them out. But here is Jade. Now, the thing that stands out the most to me about Jade is her shoes, which I think look really, really cool. I know these are based off a designer shoe, but I have to be honest, I don't remember. I know the logo of the brand, but I don't know the name of the brand. I want to say it's, I don't know, it has like a little like devil, it's like a little devil face. Like it's a cute brand. They make some cute clothing from what I've seen. And the shoes seem to be based off that. And then when you pop them off, she has her normal peg, of course, but then you can see like the strap is like above where you would put her peg in for her shoe. It's very interesting. And honestly, just a huge, an upgrade from the Always Jade shoe, which was like one of the biggest disappointments from Bratz last year. I mean, you know what? I will say, I think the Mean Girls launch may have topped it. Maybe I'm overstepping, but I feel like, okay, Always Jade shoes were not good at all, but I think the Mean Girls launch may have been more disappointing for fans than Always Jade shoes. Anyways, her jacket looks so familiar. I want to say they may have reused a pattern from a previous Bratz doll, but it's a faux leather jacket, but it doesn't feel like pleather. The fabric feels different, and I wonder if it's going to be more durable over time, which is honestly nice if that's the case. She has a pretty cute outfit, though I will say out of the four, she does feel a little bit bare bones, if that makes sense. She has a tank top that says doll. I do like the sort of ribbed texture on the tank top, and I like the way that the top is made. The skirt is interesting. So it's like a regular fabric underneath, and then there's a lace trim on top of it. And then there is this belt, which does go all the way around, but I do think it's attached to the skirt, so you wouldn't be able to remove it. This has that sort of like pleather-like material that I would be a little bit scared of degrading over time. I do recommend that people use Mod Podge, but I know other people have different methods of preserving pleather, and I am not here to debate with anyone. Everyone has their own way of doing things, but yeah. It's a cute outfit. I like it for what it is, though I do think it feels like there's something missing from Jade, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like once I put the doll all together and I add her glasses somewhere in the mix, then it's all gonna like really come together. Like, it already looks better when you add everything to it, but I think just alone, she does feel a little bit more bare compared to the other girls. The screening, though, the screening looks really good. It is a new screening, though it feels like something that was plucked out of 2012 for some reason. Like, she just has a 2012-esque face to me. The lips, the upper lip, the way they shaped it is very interesting. It looks like she has a little bit of a Joker smile going on, a little bit like Series 3 Tiana, but it doesn't look too bad in person. I don't mind it. It also reminds me a little bit of the Hayden Williams Collector Jade, where that upper lip was just kind of curved outwards a little, but this one feels a little bit more curved up. I don't know. I feel like it looks like a normal Bratz lip, maybe just altered. I don't mind it though. Like, I think she still looks good facially. Just something about Jade. And I think that's why, like, I haven't been connecting to Jade. And I also wasn't really connecting with Jade's last Always Bratz release. Like, I think there could be a little bit more for her, so hopefully we see a little bit more for her. I know that there's gonna be a Bratz-versary collector Jade coming out in May, so hopefully we'll see some good looks for Jade then. Not that this is a bad look, I think it is cute, but it just feels a little too basic. But for $20, still pretty good, honestly. But that's it. That's my Going Out unboxing. If I had to rank them in order, I think I would go with Sasha first, then Yasmin, and then Chloe and Jade. Possibly Chloe first and then Jade last, but not to say like one is... I don't think any of the dolls are bad, is what I'm trying to say. None of the dolls are bad, but if I had to do a ranking, I'd say Sasha, Yasmin, and then probably Chloe and Jade last. But let me know what you think in the comments, because everyone has different taste, and I think this kind of shows that everyone has different taste, is that there are 4 different dolls here. And even though their styles are different, I do feel like the line looks cohesive, and it feels a little bit more cohesive than the Always Bratz line, which I appreciate, of course. I think this is a huge step up overall from Always Bratz. I know there's not a lot of accessories and there's not a lot of play factor, but the fashion factor and the presentation factor I think is a huge upgrade from Always Bratz. So I do have to give MGA their dues, because I do think that they did a much better job handling this collection. And we got a commercial, and we got it within the release month, which I think is really impressive, because that Always Bratz commercial came out 10 months after almost 11 months after Always Bratz was released. So I feel like MGA and Bratz are on a good path, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the Bratz brand has to offer moving forward. Something I will note, and I noticed this with Always Bratz as well, is that all the girls have middle parts. So I'm hoping they switch it up just a little bit. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Bratz. If you do want to see upcoming Bratz news, then check out the Bratz 2025 mega post on lookinbratz.com. There is a list of upcoming and released dolls so far this year. And make sure to subscribe to Lookin' Bratz on YouTube for more Bratz and doll content. I have more Bratz reviews coming, both new and old, so stay tuned for all of those. If you want to support lookinbratz.com or me, Lookin' Bratz, as a content creator, I do have a support page on lookinbratz.com where you can donate. I also have a Ko-fi page where I'm offering exclusive content, exclusive videos, exclusive podcasts and audiobooks, and behind the scenes stuff. So check out my Ko-fi. Everything is under Lookin' Bratz. Hold the G, lookinbratz.com, Lookin' Bratz on Instagram, and Ko-fi and TikTok, and here on YouTube. And that's all I gotta plug. So thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!